Hello and welcome back to Astroblur. So this is a prediction for the month of July 2020 about love. What will be going on for you? To find out, I have here 4 options. So you can use it as element. You can choose your element, like for your sun or ascendant. Or moon sign, or you can use it somebody else's if you want to see, or you can use it as a pick a card reading for with the stones. So here is an option 1, which is a fire element, and here we have the sunstone like this, and second option is an earth element, and here we have rose quartz. The third option is air element, and here we have an amethyst. And the fourth option is a water element, and here we have a black obsidian. So if you need more time, then you can pause the video. I will leave the timestamps here, and then you can just fast forward to video. See you there. Hello, option number 1 who picked a fire element or the sunstone. Welcome to your reading. So July 2020, what will be in the romantic relationships and love life in general? So the first thing, which is very obvious here, we have a new beginning for you coming up in July. So I see this, that you could be meeting somebody new. I don't really think that this is a restart with somebody. I feel this is more, well, in some cases it can be, but I'm kind of a more feeling towards the newness of new. And this person who you'll be meeting is very karmic for you. So in other words, this person will come into your life for a reason. This person will come to heal you. I feel that you could have a wound about maybe being left, orphaned. You know, there could be, like a very deep wound within ourselves when we don't feel like we want it. That wound, I feel, is going to be healed with the help of this person. So somebody is coming in, is part of your soul family, right? And I feel like this person is going to appreciate you, is going to kind of restart the love life for you. And I feel like this person could be a bit different from you. And I also feel like this person could be very flamboyant, very maybe passionate, somebody who gets maybe a lot of attention, or when they go into the room everybody looks at them, very Leo qualities, somebody who really maybe even a bit royal, the way they carry themselves, and I also see that you will find this person very attractive. So there's a lot of sexual chemistry, a lot of attractiveness going to be here, because the devil, that's what the rules. It's this raw attraction that you just can't get enough of another person. But I do see here at the same time that you are going to work together as a team, and that this new beginning that is happening in your love life, it's firstly it's healing you, but at the same time, because the devil here is as well, it can expose a part that you didn't know you needed to heal. So also be aware of that, because with the karma here, it could be that you do not even, you think you're fine, you don't think you have any wounds, and then you meet the person and suddenly it just gonna flood in, and you're like, oh my god, what just happened? And the reason it would come out, because there is a healing that needs to happen here. Also, it can happen vice versa, that maybe you are the one who is gonna help to heal the person who you'll be meeting. And I see that this is going after what you truly want as well, and this is an aspect of dream in this, and it must be something, a rebirth here. So if you have been single for a while, then I feel like you could be meet somebody. It also, if you're in a relationship or you already have somebody special in your life, then that could mean that you will able to heal the aspect in your relationship where it has not been going that well, and the truth will be spoken. You will communicate about it, and you will try to work together and overcome the challenges and overcome the difficulties in your relationship, and work through this difficult karma that everybody has. Nobody in the whole wide world who that everybody has karma, basically. That's what I'm saying. And so you will be healing those aspects, and so there will be a new beginning. So either you're single, you have a new beginning in your love life, or you are already with somebody, you have a rebirth in that aspect in your love life. And I see that this is starting all over again, but it's a teamwork. It's really when the fun also will come in, because Leo is a very fun sign, and so the romance and going out for a date, this is also very Leo stuff. So all of that will be very active for you in the month of July. But also, what I would like to say is that perhaps Leo sign will tell you that it will be happening in a Leo season. So maybe not the Cancer season, maybe the Leo season when it starts. So also bear that in mind as well. So maybe towards the end of the month, it might come into fruition. So yes, so this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and if it resonated, please leave me a comment below. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye. Hello, option number 2. Welcome to your reading. So this is an earth element and a rose quartz. So welcome. Let's have a look what will be going on for you in your love life and the romantic life in the month of July 2020. So your reading, what I'm really picking up here, there is something very sudden will happen in your romantic life in July. We have a Uranus card, but Uranus is also liberation, freedom, and it's exactly next to the fears and Scorpio new moon card. So you could speak that you could liberate yourself suddenly, unexpectedly, from some sort of a fear, attachment, anything that is being holding, because Scorpio doesn't like to let go. This Scorpio energy is very much, once it digs in, it's not going to let go until it's going to get to the bottom of something, or to the truth, or just dig into self, or transform the aspect of this. So I feel that in month of July, you have this either a person who you have been loving however long time, maybe very long time, because we have this undying love. You have this love for somebody, and that could it's like you could become free from this love. So if you felt like it was keeping you as a prisoner, that you were not able to meet somebody new, or you were just kind of too attached to this love for somebody, then I feel like in July you could be free from it. That's one version. The other version is that you could meet somebody new in your life, right? We have here a man holding a coin, somebody who could be wealthy, somebody who could be taking care of themselves very well, somebody who have coins, somebody who is very practical, earthly, or that of course could be you as well. But I feel like you are going to surrender or let go. It could be very suddenly about how you used to relate to people. It's about learning from the past. It's about you learning to be independent from the other person, of not to be attached to them, or what they show that they have, or what they show who they are. It's that kind of because Uranus is a very aloof and kind of detached kind of energy. And so I feel like what is happening for you is that in July everything is crumbling down, the way you used to relate to in your romantic relationships. So if somebody new comes, I feel like you're not going to do the same mistakes again as you used to, and you will just be more aloof and detached and more independent and at peace with who you are, what you have, and just that, your part, like just the cat. And I feel like not following into the same toxic attachment style, maybe if you had it before. So there's a lot of release part in that respect. But also, if this is to do with an old love, the love that does not want to die, right, then it's just saying about that you are going to be free from it. You will be free from this love that's been keeping you prisoner. You will be independent. You will able to see past it. You will able to learn from it. You will take it as a, you will make peace with it. You will able to it's just kind of it's not really letting go, but it's just not being burdened by it and not being blinded by it either. So it's not going to rule your life. That's what I guess I'm trying to say. It's not going to be the center of everything. So that is all crumbling down, and it could come as a conflict, like between you and the person, or it could come as a conflict within yourself, of how you relate to somebody, or is it old person, is it somebody new who might want to come in. But the theme here is that there is a freedom to be independent from attachments towards other person, to be at peace, calm, independent, and able to release and not to hold on for too long for the person, to knowing when to let go, I guess. That's a very important lesson actually in life. And I think, not nobody really knows straight away how to. I mean, some people are a little bit better at this than others, but letting go is one of the hardest things, to do. And I feel that the month of July for you, that it just happens, and it could happen very suddenly. Once again, it could happen unexpectedly. But once again, if you are in a relationship, let's say, and then you could also go through the similar thing, is that you know already what the past between you is, and you're not gonna go and do the same mistake over and over again. So you let that part crumble down. You let that part to die, not to die, but to cleanse yourself. So you could have love for somebody. The love doesn't have to die. I don't see it here. Love is not gonna die for anybody. What the love does is that there is no this attachment to love, that this is how love have to be, or this is how love have to behave, and not allowing love or another person's love to dictate how you're going to behave or how you're going to feel, how independent you are. It's not going to keep you as a prisoner. You're free to love, but you're free from love. I hope I'm making sense. And I think that it's going to, once again, come in a way, it has to be a conflict, right? Because the only way you can break free, and either it will be like, once again, there's something very blinding, right, that coming in, and that's where this moment comes where you will realize, okay, that's it. I'm not going back into the same thing again, not going back to the same routine again. There's passion, right? There is passion. We have Nine of Wands, we have the passion card here, but also we have nurturing, and we have Page of Cups. So I feel that it's not only about, the passion, you need to have passion, right? But I feel like the passion or emotions are not going to rule you in July 2020. So this is a very big moment. I feel it's a very important moment. I feel like this is something that's could have been bothering even you for quite some time, because we have Five of Cups. So this is the card of sadness sometimes, and regrets of what has happened, and especially learn from the past. I feel this is all connected to how you were, or what was holding you as a prisoner in this situation, either with this person or in yourself, and I feel like you are letting it go, and that's it. It's just kind of clearing up the space to be what you want to be and who you want to be, and just be peaceful. And so yeah, release, surrender. You see, it just all works into the same. So I feel like for you, it is seems to be the theme. But also I want to say, if you are going to meet somebody new, sorry, my voice is starting going if you're going to meet somebody new, you could meet somebody very unexpectedly who might resemble or remind you of somebody from your past. Okay, and in that way you could release the old person through the new person, right? Making sense? Or you would see the behavior patterns that are very similar to the person of the past, and that will be the moment, and suddenly you could realize, that you can create a conflict within yourself, or a conflict with the person, or because you're not the same person anymore. You changed, you've grown, and what you used to find attractive, you might not find attractive anymore. And from that point of view, you could be at peace and independent and free from that some sort of an old love. But once again, it can come in the in the close of the new love as well. So it seems to be a very important time for you. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, and thank you so much. And if it resonated, please leave a comment below. Thank you, and I hope to see you again. Bye bye. Hello, option number 3, who picked an air element or the amethyst. Welcome to your reading. So this is love forecast predictions. What will be going on for you in the month of July 2020? So I see here a theme. Okay, it's a lot of healing theme here is going on, and I know that this is usually something that, like, oh, healing, oh, I thought I've done with that. But what I'm really getting here is that there is something that needs to change when it comes down to your routine, your daily life, your day-to-day stuff, your health, what you do for work, maybe your pets even. There is something in that aspect there that I feel like you might have to be more flexible in accordance to meet somebody new if you're single, because we have here new moon promise. So there is a promise for you in July for opening the door for happiness, for love and romance. But I feel like you could be maybe overwhelmed with work, or maybe that's what's your daily routine, your life, what you do every day, your health, work. Maybe that part is where it requires a lot of your time in the month of July, and maybe this is why you maybe don't know when love is going to enter, because the moon is also the unknown card. And as you may be trying to heal that aspect of your life, you just feel like you just don't know when things are going to happen if you're single. But I feel like it's all about the flexibility, and I feel like if you have somebody ask you out, for example, right, then say yes is saying say yes, is be flexible and just go out, and perhaps not to be stuck so much in that 6th house area, because there is an opening. And I feel like there is this transformation that needs to happen, is that I feel like you could want to because you want love, right? So we're thinking about singles right now first. So you want love and you want this to come in, but there's something that needs to change. So perhaps it's your routine, perhaps it's the tribe, where you are every single day, where you going, what you're doing. That part plays a vital role in your new beginning in the love life. And so maybe mixing things up a little bit, to be a little bit more flexible, is something that could help in this situation here. Also, I feel like maybe it's if you also heal that aspect, that also can mean that that this is where the opening is coming up. So maybe this is where you can meet somebody when you're gonna go visit the vet, or maybe you're going to work, you will be doing an exercise, or you will be doing some working or something, and then you could meet somebody also, right? And then it will just say yes, and it could come out maybe in a way that you don't see it coming. Like it could be almost like a secret, like you just don't see what's happening. It's such a mysterious reading for you. It's a very deep, mysterious healing out of the eyesight kind of a way. But at the same time, you have a new beginning, and you have 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is happiness. This is wish fulfillment, but you're waiting for it, and you do not know when it is coming. So it could be that you are, also, you could say the cards that if you reach the happiness, by yourself, this 10 of Cups, in your daily life, in your routine, in your health, in your work, then that's where it could also come along, okay? So let's say you're in a relationship and you're seeing somebody, so that means that your daily routine with this person needs to be adjusted, or looked at, and seeing that what is realistic, what is not. Something needs to change about it, and definitely a new way. So it could be that you will start exercising together. It could be just simple as that, or you will start like going, maybe you start working with somebody, right? Or you start new eating habit, like together with your partner, if you're together, right? And that could be your happy thing, and you just do not know where is it going to go, but it's like just enjoy the happiness how it is, and just allow to be in this, and there is something so healing and calming, and just there is no rush in none of this. This is a very peaceful, calm energy. It's just the only thing with the flexibility is saying that maybe to change things up a little bit, and maybe that's how the love can find you if you're single, or if you're already in a relationship, that you just maybe change your routine with the partner, and maybe to who you see, maybe your friends, or maybe just your local area, and just maybe connecting with your partner through different daily activities, changing that part up. This transformation is going to open up a new level of happiness and love in your life, that will be like almost like a magical situation for you, okay? But once again, if you're single, then it could be that if you just, where you going every day, maybe where you going for a jog or for a walk, right? That could be a crucial thing for you for a new love. But I feel like it's just opening up itself. I don't see actually like a mind blown big thing moving forward. The new moon is a promise, right? That's what it says. I feel like it's a promise for you to get out of your routine and move towards the love that you truly want to have, and but also say yes to different experiences in your daily routine, in your daily life, and that could also bring a new love in for you. And so, or you can meet somebody, right? I think I said it already. Meet somebody when you go out for a walk, or maybe a health check, or you go to a dentist, or you go to a vet somewhere, and then you can meet somebody. But I don't feel like it's going to be this straight away romance going to start from the moment and be a big passionate thing. I feel like it will be very dreamy and very kind of mysterious ways. Maybe you don't even notice it, that it is something very gentle and subtle about this, but it will be happy, but you just don't know what will be happening. So it's just about being in trusting life. Just say yes to whatever is happening in these aspects, and I feel like you will be surprised in a way of the new beginnings and transformations that will be happening. This is a very interesting reading for love life. I mean, it seems very interesting. So if you have any idea of how this is going to play out, if it resonates with you, please leave me a comment below. I really would like to hear about it. But also maybe it's just getting out of your area, different area. Maybe that's what it also is. That maybe if you wanted to meet somebody and you're always in the same area, maybe that's what's been also just to get out maybe for a little bit different, be flexible. who you communicate with. And also maybe this is like a yoga, Pilates, like if to do with the health, like some sort of a meditation. If you will go there, you could meet somebody in that place there. Okay, so this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If it resonated, please leave me a comment. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again. Bye bye. Hello, option number 4, who picked a water element or black obsidian. Welcome to your reading. So let's have a look what will be happening for you in the love life in the month of July 2020. Now you have a very interesting reading. Very interesting. So first thing that I'm noticing here is that you have watch your words and the thinking man. We have 4 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, and King of Cups. Now why I'm pointing out to these cards is because they are all non-active cards. This is somebody who is thinking but is not speaking. This is somebody who is also very careful with the words. This is somebody who is also not speaking. This is somebody who is contemplating and thinking what to do. And King of Cups is keeping usually everything to himself. He is not somebody who is expressing it very well. So with these ones, being pointed out, I feel that for you, now of course, let's have a look if you are single, right? So it could be that you could take a break from speaking to somebody. You could take a break from, like talking to people, trying to get to know them, or, maybe a dating website. So just taking a break, or maybe you have nothing to say, or you might feel that, that maybe who you're talking to, things that just always end up in dead end. So that's also can be is that maybe you start speaking to somebody, but then the communication dies out, or there's this long periods of no communication happening. And so that's kind of what seems to be dominating here. And even if you're in a relationship, it feels like you taking a break as well in communication sense, or you're not talking to one another, or you're having this quiet time. But it's just having the Chiron here as well, and you good enough. It's a lot of forgiveness, and this is a lot of just having an empathy towards another person. So if somebody, let's say, stops talking to you, or you stop talking to somebody, this is about not holding any grudges or anything. This is just being okay with it, and just knowing if somebody will stop talking to you, that you are good enough and it's nothing to do with you. Okay, so if somebody will do that, don't worry about it. It's not you, it's them. Okay. And also with the unbound and releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives, if somebody's going to stop talking to you in the month of July, just know that this means that the contract with that person has ended. Okay, that means is that you're no longer a prisoner. Your souls are not tied together with this person. And once again, I feel that there is definitely very faded. We have faith, higher power, expect a miracle. It's all very destined, door to spirit. And you know what else I feel? If this is what's going to happen to you, somebody will stop talking to you. Let's say you just, let's say you say somebody hi on the website, and then they say hi back, and you just say something, they just never reply back, right? It can be one of those ones. If that is happening, once again, it's nothing to do with you. It's a part of a soul contract for whatever reason, or you're releasing the soul contract or from the past. Okay, so that's that, and this is definitely something that meant to happen. Okay, is part of the fate. And I feel that you would actually, the miracle here, I feel it's about you hearing the words of this unspoken person. So I feel that regardless if you're in a relationship or if you're single, I feel that the miracle for you is in month of July is that you will be getting messages not actually from the person who might not speak to you at the time, but through some kind of intuitive ways, through spirit, through higher power, you will know what is happening with that person. You will know what they're thinking, what they're not saying. You will know it all. And some kind of a way you will definitely know that it's nothing to do with you, and that you will just, I feel like, have like an empathy for this person, or you forgive them, or something like that will come to play, because you would just pick the vibes up. You would just know, spirit will speak to you. When the person is not going to speak to you, the spirit is going to speak to you, and you're not going to take it personally. What I'm getting here, you will allow it to happen, because you will know what's really going on, right? And it's just such an odd, such an interesting reading. It is definitely about forgiving, empathic feelings towards another person. So this is not, I mean, of course there is a part of letting go, but this is a letting go on the soul level, right? Where your soul does not own anything to another soul, or their soul does not own anything to you no more, to your soul. And so you're free in that sense. And that's where the understanding I feel comes from, is that it's nothing to do with you. It's somebody who will stop talking to you. It's a part how it's supposed to play out, and this is just when we repay or release those souls, so that we do not have to deal with them, because we don't have anything on our path. There is nothing that this soul can help us in our path, and neither can we for this soul. So we need to cut the ties, and that's why sometimes we come together with people, is to cut the ties. And I feel this is what is happening for you. And if you're in a relationship, so I feel like you could be cutting out a pattern in your relationship. So it could be that you might go on a strike, not speaking to each other maybe, or you maybe not going to say everything that you think to your partner, or maybe your partner is not going to say everything that they think, and there will be some sort of a quietness between you. But I still see and feel is that you will still know everything. Whatever's been unsaid, you will know it, and you will know that whatever they're not saying is nothing to do with you. It is a part their journey, and it's about their own healing abilities and their own patterns that they need to release in themselves, and also something that you need to release in yourself separately. So it's a very being it water element, it is very watery, it's very intuitive, it's very higher out there, spiritual and higher power faded, when the actual communication of words is not required. It's everything is just being spoken in minds, through spirit. And so this is, it doesn't seem to be like a very active, physically active. All the action is happening in your soul. All the action is happening, communication and words is happening in yourself. Like, it's just amazing, how is this going to be happening for you. But yes, this is what I have for you. It's a very unique reading, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it resonates, or if it does resonate, please leave me a comment below. I would like to hear about it. Thank you so much, and I speak to you soon. Bye bye.